Welcome to Prince Maths Clinic, the e-learning solution at your pace and time.
Good day, viewers, and welcome once again to Prince Maths Clinic. We have a very interesting Olympiad maths question before us today, and the question says x to the power of 6 minus x to the power of 3 equal to 2. We have to find x. Now, let me state categorically here that this is not an exponential equation. In an exponential equation, the power is always a variable, meaning that exponential equation will have something that has an alphabet as the power. But in this case, the variable is the base. The power is an integer or a constant. So therefore, we know that this is not an exponential equation. So then, how do we solve this? Let's go right into the solution. Now, we're given that x to the power of 6 minus x to the power of 3 equal to 2. Then, I want to simplify this in such a way that my x cube will be factored out here. Now, look at it now. X cube, if I make x cube here, now based on the laws of indices, if I multiply 3 by 2, I get back x to the power of 6 minus x to the power of 3 equal to 2. Then the next thing I want to do is to say let us say p be equals to x to the power of what? 3. Or let's put it like let x to the power of 3 be what? Equal to p. So anywhere I see x to the power of 3, I'm going to put p. Therefore, this becomes p to the power of 2 minus p. Then if I bring this 2 here, it becomes negative 2 equal to 0. Now we have a quadratic equation. So therefore, I will be getting 2 values for p. So go back to the trick I taught you. Now, the description to the first trick on solving any quadratic equation or any equation will drop in the description of this video. So kindly check for the link at the description so that you can learn how to solve any kind of equation within 10 seconds. Now, you are going to write p here and put p here. Now, I have a negative 2, I have a 1 here. Two numbers I will multiply that will give me negative 2. And when I add them, I'll get negative 1. I simply minus 2 and plus 1. Minus 2 times 1 gives us minus 2. And minus 2 plus 1 gives us minus 1. So therefore, it means that my p minus 2 is equals to 0, or p plus 1 equals to 0. So what does that mean? It then means that this implies that p is either 2 or minus 1. Now that we know that p can be 2 or minus 1, so what does it mean? We have to recall that what? X cube is equals to p. So now, if p is 2, it means that x to the power of 3 becomes 2. Now, to get the value for x, I have to multiply the power by 1 over 3. What you do to the left, you must do to the right. So this becomes 2 to the power of 1 over 3. So 3 will cancel 3 here. So therefore, x here becomes 2 to the power of 1 over 3. Right? Good. Then also, if p is equal to negative 1, you repeat the process again. Therefore, x to the power of 3 will become negative 1. So this will become x to the power of 3 multiplied by 1 over 3 equals to negative 1 to the power of what? 1 over 3. So 3 will cancel 3. So x becomes the cube root of minus 1. And the cube root of minus 1 means any number you multiply 3 times to get minus 1. And that number itself is minus 1. Because minus 1 times minus 1 gives you plus 1. And plus 1 times minus 1 will give you what? Minus 1. So it means that the cube root to this becomes what? Minus 1. So it then means that the two values that will satisfy x in this equation will be what? Remember, we got the value for x to be 2 to the power of what? 1 over 3, and also x to be negative 1. So can we try these two values in this equation? Yes, let's try to see if it will give us 2. If x is what? If x is 2 to the power of 1 over 3, so this becomes 2 to, now 3 can go in 6 2 times. So 2 raised to the power 2 minus 3 can go in 3. That will give us 1. So 2 to the power of 1. So 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 4 minus 2 gives us what? 2. X is negative 1. Put negative 1 here. Negative 1 plus the negative 1 to the power of 3. Now, when negative 1 is multiplied by an even numbers are numbers that are divisible by 2. So you know that when minus 1 multiplies another minus 1, those are two negative numbers, it turns to positive number. So any even number that is what? Powering minus 1 makes minus 1 becomes positive. So minus 1 to the power of 100 will give us just 1. But if it is multiplied or if it is raised to the power of an odd number, it will be negative. So take note of that fact. So therefore, this minus 1 to the power of 6 becomes positive 1. Then you have this minus here. Then remember, I said when minus 1 is powered by what? An odd number, it turns to negative number, right? It's negative 1. The minus and minus turns to plus. So 1 plus 1 gives us what? 2, which is still what? Correct. So it means that our results for x are these two numbers which are valid. And with that, we have come to the end of this video. Kindly subscribe to this channel. Click on the subscription page, and also like this video, share it with your friends and loved ones, and together we'll all enjoy simplified maths. Bye for now.